Hi everyone, Jessica Paquette joined here with trainer John Kirby. I'd like to give you a little bit of insight in the behind the scenes work that goes into getting a horse ready to race. Now let's talk about bits. I ride show horses, and for me, I always think a bit is going to be the solution to all of my problems. It rarely is, but tell me about some of the different bits racehorses use.
So kind of the standard go-to bit for a racehorse would just be a regular ring bit like this. You get good control, and you're able to have a little bit of give and take with the horse. Then second to that would be a rubber ring bit, which is my personal favorite. You get the same type of control and rating with a horse without the severity of just metal. You get the rubber here, so that's good for a horse that doesn't really have many problems, but you still need to keep a hold of. Then we go to a D bit, which is just a straight bit like this. That's for a horse that you don't really want to take a hold of. You just want to kind of let them go, and they don't need much hold.
Tell me about the other little attachments.
So this is a burr. It's a little plastic piece with kind of spikes that dig into the horse's cheek for a horse that tends to drift out around turns.
So it acts as like a barrier to say, stop moving here?
Exactly. So when a horse wants to drift to the outside, the rider would just take a hold of the right rein and put some pressure on their cheek with that piece, and they tend to, just stay in.
Now, is that because with jockeys or people riding in an exercise riding position, they don't have the ability to put as much leg on as they would if they were traditionally sitting?
Yes, that's part of it. And then, some horses just have certain issues that cause them to get out in a race, mostly around turns. And this just gives them the extra motivation to stay course.
Now tell me about this next one. This one looks interesting.
So this is a Houghton bit. This is for, a tough horse that, also could be getting out. You could really grab a hold of them with that, and, when they are getting out or anything and you steer them with it, it moves their whole head as opposed to just their mouth.
Now you claim a lot of horses. Do you typically change the bits when you claim a horse? Do you evaluate what was it, or do you have any way of knowing what they were running in previously?
Well, when I look to claim a horse, I look at all the equipment they're wearing, from tongue-tied bit, bandages, blinkers, and if I like the way they run, I try and keep it the same. But sometimes you send them out there in the morning, and you see adjustments that need to be made. And we definitely like to toy with equipment, because sometimes it can make a big difference.
Now, do you have any examples specifically of a horse that you changed the bit and it made a huge difference for you?
Definitely. Certain horses, like a horse with a breathing problem, I love to put a D-bit on them, because you just don't need that tight hold on them. And definitely, and then, tongue ties, that can be a huge difference too. I've had horses that, run not so good without one, and you throw one on and it just makes all the difference in the world.
So there you have it. A little bit of equipment can make a big difference. Thanks, John.
Of course.